Who do you think would win in a fight? The Old Navy or the Salvation Army? I ask this because I buy most of my clothes now at these two stores, because both stores are cheap, and I've noticed that the staff of Old Navy is predominantly young athletic girls. I'm not saying that all the staff of Old Navy is young athletic girls, but predominantly the locations that I go to, it's young athletic women who work there. There may be chubby older people working there in the back, but I don't see them. I know that there are chubby people there buying their clothes, because most of the guys there are built like me, and I am a chubby man. I shop at Old Navy because their clothing is incredibly comfortable and cheap, which is a great combination when you're fat and poor. Based on physicality, you would think that the Old Navy girls would easily beat up the old ladies working at the Salvation Army, because it's true, women that work at the Salvation Army are old and not the friendliest. The variable that makes all the difference in the hypothetical fight between Old Navy and Salvation Army are the work placement crazies. The Salvation Army and Goodwill have people working in their stores that have been put there by an agency of the government. If you've ever spent 5 minutes in the Salvation Army, you know the work placement crazies that I'm talking about. Their hair's a little messed up, their smell is a little more raw than perhaps you or me. Yeah, they're wearing the orange vest that they give crossing guard, and the crazy work placement crazies don't spend a lot of time around the general public, and when they do, it's only to make the general public feel uncomfortable. I was in the Salvation Army last week, and one of the volunteer crazies came up to me and said, "You would look good in that," which would have been a great thing to say, a polite thing to say if I were holding a sweater, jacket, or pants. I was in fact holding a jigsaw puzzle. I was holding a jigsaw puzzle, and the crazy work placement volunteer told me that I would look great in that. I would look good cut up into little pieces in a box. I asked him, I said, "Do you mean that I would look good cut up in a box?" He said, "I don't know." But he said it with that kind of chuckle and shrug, you know, like crazy people do when they're not sure when they took their medicine last. Have you been taking your pills every day? I don't know. I took something crunchy. I put something in my mouth that was crunchy. Chuckle, shrug, glare. You know, it's May right now. Christmas is just around the corner. And, oh, what a wonderful time to pretend that you are way closer to people than you actually are. Here's an overpriced, poorly constructed piece of material for you. Thank you for existing. I like my family, but I don't like my family. Okay? I like my family, but I still want to see other people. I like my family, but I also like mustard. I don't let my liking of mustard make decisions for me, ever. People use that expression, family's the most important thing ever. I just feel sorry for them. I'm not saying family isn't important, or your family isn't important. What I'm saying is that family is not that important, okay? Words mean something or they don't. Family is not the most important thing. The most important thing in your life is oxygen. 4 minutes without oxygen, you begin to suffer brain damage, which usually results in people confusing Samuel L. Jackson with Larry Fishburne, which, the first few times I heard it, I took it as kinda sorta really racist, because Sam Jackson's narrow and thin, and Larry Fishburne is tall and wide, not fat, but he's a big guy. That's the brain damage after 4 minutes. After 6 minutes without oxygen, you're dead. Don't tell me you have some uncle or, "Oh, I got a friend, he held his breath for 7 minutes and we've got it on video, it's on YouTube," because you don't. It's bullshit. 6 minutes without oxygen, you're fucking dead. Can I go 6 minutes without seeing my family? Oh baby, I've gone 6 years without seeing my family. You can survive, yeah. Sometimes you even thrive. Another expression I hate is when people, "Blood is thicker than water." Yeah, because I know they're not discussing the viscosity of the idea the connections between family members are stronger than our dependence on water, but that is total bullshit. 7 days without fresh water, your internal organs begin to shut down, even if you're fat. Not chubby like me, but I mean like Kirstie Alley at her peak, like fucking Marlon Brando after a trip to Domino's Pizza fat. Even then, you can only get an extra day and a half out of it. I don't drink a lot anymore. I might have a beer or two a week, but that's about it. I don't drink now. I don't think I drank that. I drink too much when I go on vacation. That's why I rarely go on vacation. I rarely vacation ever. It's like once every 4 years, like the Olympics. I drink too much when I went on my last vacation. Most people do. Something about being on vacation and having to be responsible for a car for a few days. Logic goes out the window. I found myself drinking earlier in the day too. Normally I would never touch booze until the evening. Have a few beers, a shot of Windex with a twist of lime. What am I, an American fucking Indian? On vacation though, I just found that logic escaping me. Like, sir, what would you like with your pancakes, sir? Do you have a Keith's on tap? It's 9 in the morning. We could lose our liquor license there, Mr. Hemingway. So that's a no. Then you get all kind of sulky like a kid. Fine, don't serve me. I'll just wait a few hours and they'll serve me at the bar. When? I think it's the lack of responsibility when you're on vacation. It makes you regress. You become like a little kid because everything is to your comfort. The hotel bed is to your comfort. Everybody at the hotel treats you like you're special. They bring you fresh towels. You can swim as much as you want in their pool. And you just start drinking early in the day, and that's not a good mix. Booze and a sense of entitlement is not a great combination. I would wake up with the TV already on, as I do when most people drink. When I was on vacation, I woke up one morning and there was a documentary on NASA. As of February 2011, NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, is retiring their last shuttle. They will be shuttleless. So now they're exploring other avenues of research. One other avenues of research is outer space audio, which is amazing at first, in theory, until you realize that their recordings are not that great. One of the recordings was of a distant sun exploding. Do you want to hear what $5 billion worth of telescopic audio equipment gets you? Okay, that's what they got. $5 billion. That's what it sounded like. There were other recordings that they did. The wind on Mercury cost $2 billion. Do you want to hear what the wind on Mercury sounds like? Wind on Mercury sounds like wind on Earth because it's wind. I have nothing against outer space. We're in it. I always giggle when they speak of space like it's this other place. We're in outer space. The planet Earth is in outer space. In that sense, we're all astronauts. Doesn't that blow your mind? We're already in outer space.